Okay, hello. I'm here. What a surprise! It's Stunky for Mario Kart 8. And we will be casting Australia versus Germany. We're just waiting for everyone to be set up. This is a bit last minute because there's no Mario Kart Wii match happening at the moment. And that means that we've been able to use me as a host and kind of like a half caster. And we will also hopefully be having Saiyan and KP casting for us. So I'll mute my mic again for a minute or two while we wait for everyone to join the room, and we shall be with you very soon.
Alrighty.
Okay, so there are quite a few in the room. I'll share screens now. Looks as if all of them have remembered the correct colour, but while we wait for the final few to join the room, we will show you the group table. This is the current group standings in Group A, which I believe is the group we are watching right now. Somehow I've managed to make this table within the space of 10 minutes, but
that's clutch.
it's clutch. We didn't have a cast, and then within the space of 10 minutes I've got all the graphics and we're up. But
evening.
Hello. Good afternoon.
Not even evening, but evening.
It's 1.
It is.
Good morning from me. It's only 8 a.m. right here.
But yeah, so from right now we can see Japan did dominate Australia yesterday. So hopefully Australia get to bounce back from that defeat. Germany winning against Asia, I believe it was, as well. Latin America hasn't played yet, but I believe we will be casting them straight after this match.
Yep.
I do have the graphics for that ready as well somehow. So we will have to have a group table update in the middle, but hopefully we should be good graphic-wise in terms of the layout and stuff. But we will be watching Monfy. I'm not sure if Kay is actually streaming now that Monfy is, but I'll see if he is, and we'll get it up when he does start, if he wants to, but...
Tom, this call keeps dropping for me. I don't know if it's me or you.
It might be you.
Yeah, oops.
It just keeps
got it.
dropping. Let me attempt. Do we know lineups?
Yes, we do. Germany is using Kay, Monfy, Mark, Alex, Nizer, and Bjorn. So that's a pretty... not their strongest, but definitely a solid lineup from Germany's side. Australia is using... let me see here. Anthony, Shadow, Hayashi, James, Solar, and Ben. That's probably their strongest lineup, Australia. So this will definitely be interesting to see. Although I do think Germany will take this match, just because, I mean, Nizer can definitely lead this team, but Germany just has a stronger lineup overall, despite Australia using their strongest. But I do love upsets, so we'll see what happens.
I mean, I'm not sure how Australia did last year. I don't think they did very well. They certainly didn't make it to the playoffs or the elimination rounds, I don't think.
I'm not sure if they got a win, actually, but...
No, they didn't in Mario Kart Wii either, so... it would make sense.
Let's hope for that one win, you know?
Let's hope there's no penalties as well.
Well, we've got the team colors down so far, so...
Just waiting on one more player.
From the Australian side. Not too sure who we're waiting on. I'm gonna open up the MK World Cup page, which you guys should visit. Beto man did a really good job working on this. Oh gosh, let's see here. Oh, it's probably James that's missing.
No, I think James is already in. I've just seen his name pop up someplace.
Usually he's wearing those big glasses. But not today, I guess.
Unless it is actually James we're missing and someone else has gone in called James, or James left the room. But I am pretty sure I did see James's name pop up a few moments ago.
Okay, the screen share has just frozen for me.
Let me
Not too sure why.
Let me fix that. Hopefully it should be reloading for you now.
Oh, there we go.
There we go. Okay.
We're good.
I will be able to restart screen shares whenever you say that it's not working, so just feel free to say. But,
like abruptly interrupt you and...
Yeah. Are they all registered me names? It's the big question.
That's... Yep.
Let's very quickly, while we're waiting for this one person... Oh! Okay! Okay, computer! That's... Don't know what's happening with the graphics card there, but it doesn't like what was happening. I'll probably have to restart my computer sometime, but... I think, so far, the registered names look good. The graphical bug that I've just had shouldn't be on the stream, but if it is, I will restart Firefox because it is a Firefox bug. So, that shouldn't take too long to solve if it does happen.
There we go. My internet is now fine.
Good, and we have
Yay.
just started,
Nice.
so good timing.
Yep.
Marvelous. Let me wait for your screen share to load, and then we should be ready to go.
Monfy's not the happiest because there's no DLC, but I believe this was an
Oh, yes,
agreed
that-
pick.
Yes. This was definitely discussed before the match.
It
Some players
was.
from Australia, their save data crashed, and I think one of them does not have DLC. So Germany was nice enough to agree.
If their save data crashed, wouldn't they be able to just re-download it if it's
They-
attached to their Me or their NNID
Well,
stuff?
They never gave me the full story exactly, but we're definitely here now without DLC.
And we are waiting on Mario Kart Stadium unless we've lagged out. This could be a good lag out race because we are seeing all the Miis do their really surprised happy face. Okay, it looks like we're loading finally. But yeah, we've got 12 players from what we see right now.
Okay, these... Oh, there we go. I guess I had to close Discord since that was taken up.
Okay, so Mario Kart Stadium, we will be watching as... He will be getting a box, in fact. It's going to be a single red in 11th.
Yeah, he's got to be careful here.
Reds on this
Once
game
he gets in the clear.
are
Yeah.
a lot better than they are on Mario Kart Wii. They're a bit smarter, so...
They
could-
are, but positioning, especially in a laggy room like this, you might want to save it until you're definitely in the clear to, we're 100% sure you're going to actually hit an Australian member.
And it does currently look like a lot of Germans are around him, so... Maybe... No, he's actually managed to hit someone behind, I guess, but he does pull a fire flower. Gets bombed round the corner, does get to pick up a few more coins, but looks like everyone's just going to be spamming some fire flowers.
That looked like a hit on Ben, but I guess the fireballs ran out.
Lag or fireballs running out, yeah.
Yeah.
We do see Monfy, in fact, getting hit really badly, though, and this is something that's not usual for me, because normally in MKWC we have bagging, so we've actually got a runner in 12th place. This is quite an interesting moment.
The punishes are so hard in this game.
Yeah.
Like, there have been many shut-off Wiis because of this, just the atrocities that happen.
Many Wiis have been turned off. And we do watch
Game disc
a
crunch.
bill is coming up. That's going to be Solar, I believe, for Australia. And Monfy may be able to collect a few positions.
Oh.
No, not really.
Oh, good start for Australia.
And we'll be trying to count scores, but my counting is atrocious, so...
1,
32,
4, 5.
39... That looks like it's going to be a 42 to Australia.
40.
42 to
Okay.
40.
Then, yeah, that's a +2 race.
Okay.
Let me just bring out my handy dandy. I should use a manual calculator. I feel like I'm more pro with that.
At least we
Not
know it's
computer.
82 points a race now. That's...
The screen share has stopped again.
Okay, I can fix that again. KP cannot stay in the call, we can agree that much, but it has picked Dolphin Shoals. You may not have been able to see, but Dolphin Shoals, a very strong
Mid-spots
mid-spots track.
Yeah. Definitely the right pick. Someone's using Roy. Oh, that must be Anthony. I forgot that's his signature combo.
And let's see what Monfy can do. He's going to start near the back. Might be able to get a box. No, in fact, everyone is taking that one line. Doesn't want to risk going wide to get a box.
the one who gets the most coins after these eels will probably break away.
Monfy only with 4 coins. Don't think that will be much. Oh no, he does pick up some more coins and he is on 8, so quite a decent number, but...
Germany, 2, 3... Oh, then there goes Anthony. Unless that was lag.
No,
No,
Anthony
yep,
is
that was lag, yeah.
most certainly still up in the pack. First place now for Anthony, in fact. And we'll see, can he hold on? Or will we end up seeing some of these German players? We see Monfy with 10 coins. Can he perhaps catch up to Anthony a little bit by the eel?
Germany 2, 3, 4, so just one set of triple reds by any of them will take out Anthony.
And from what we see, a Shroom might even be able to pass Anthony, I think, for the end little turn skip. But we will be seeing...
If he does it perfectly, but let's see if we can... Yeah, he's saving it. I guess there's no... He's probably banking on one of his teammates to pull reds, which is a smart choice by him.
We'll just have to see that. Oh!
There, the snipe.
Anthony's gone.
And that's probably a top 3 for
Anthony's
Germany
not gone. That's lag.
what?
Hello, Anthony. He's decided to be hit but not hit, and first place is still Australia's.
Yeah. Monfy's definitely gonna save. Now I'm not sure if he's gonna be passing Anthony, but there comes a blue, but it
The
might
blue
be a bit too.
Does
That's probably
connect with a
us.
Germany member. No, it's not too late, and it does in fact connect on the line.
That's so unfortunate. I sure hope it wasn't Australia holding the blue, because that was really bad timing.
Oh.
That's just so
Oh,
unfortunate.
we couldn't see the scores, so I'm going to have to use a brain.
I got it.
Okay.
So Germany got 1 top 4, 6,
No,
11. So
no, they didn't. Did they?
Oh.
They did.
Oh wait. Yeah, they did.
Sorry, I'm being dumb. I didn't realise that the scores weren't in numerical order.
So that
Yeah.
is a 55 race, but for Germany. Wait, is that right? Yes, it's a 55 to 27 race.
Okay, and we are
So-
going to be seeing Germany gain a lead. Quite a big lead, but again, there are more points in Mario Kart 8 to obtain. So we will be seeing
Anything's possible. If
anything
Australia-
is possible. A single race.
This
Can,
dry drive pick definitely is good for Australia. They need one of those reset tracks, and
They do.
they definitely, yeah. Hopefully my mic is okay, stream.
It's
I don't know.
good. It is fine. I'll probably lower the audio of the Monster Cat thing very slightly at the end of this race. But Dry Desert is a track where if you can get a few shrooms, that can help quite a lot. There are quite a lot of places you can do shortcuts on, especially the last turn. That's quite a big shortcut from the... Oh, I will be resetting Firefox as well, because I've just seen it start flashing the perspective. So at the end of this race, we will be reloading our browser anyway. So
We see Hayashi up there, but I don't know, where did he... Oh, yeah, he's gone.
he's gone. So Boomerang for
Yeah.
Monfy in third place, now fourth place. Could hit James, but it might hit his own team, in fact. No, doesn't hit any.
No.
Just gonna
Chain
get rid of
here.
it there. Gets a super horn.
We have Kane first. I'm very sure he has 10 coins.
Yeah,
He
from
does
the
love
way
to go for
he's-
those coins.
Yeah. A star in sixth could be very good for Monfy. No, he's going to use it
No,
there.
he has to, yeah.
If he could have held that and done the shortcut, that could have perhaps secured them some decent spots. But now we see James with shrooms. James maybe taking the shortcut. Yeah, we're seeing him take it. Looks as if Australia still kind of mid spots. KP has rejoined the call.
Welcome back, KP.
I'm not sure if
Sorry,
this...
my calls dropped like 500 times, and I have no idea why.
It's fine, it's fine. But, yeah, we will be seeing a few of the Australia players mid spots. K is in first. Monfy, 6th place. Could pull some shrooms, could pull a star even. It's going to be a golden, that's a good pull. Very good pull, he's going to be using it here. Gonna try getting something. He does get triple shrooms. What a lucky pull, but he's going to use it all.
Oh, the shock.
And there comes a shock, so...
Oh, there's a lot of dodges.
I can't see who it is. That looks like it's going to be a... Yeah.
Definitely look like Australian shock. I saw the dry Bowser dodge. But I think Germany still captured the top 2, yep.
Top 2,
but that
5, 7, 8, 9.
So top 2, 5, 7, 8, 9. So 15 plus 12 plus 9, 8, 7 plus 4 plus. So that is a 53 race for Germany.
53 for Germany. That's going to make it 53 to 29.
29, yep.
I see a Music Park pick and a Sweet Sweet Canyon pick for both teams.
Music Park's definitely a smart choice by Germany. I believe they've... I would have gone for Sunshine actually, but because Alex, I believe, is using Blue Falcon, the Blue Falcon cannot do the keys on Music Park. But K is in second, so maybe they're banking up. Oh no, Alex is using Streetle, so yeah. Scratch what I said. That was a good pick by Germany.
Good pick by Germany, and we will see if they can keep their lead. They are currently up 50 after 3 races. In Mario Kart Wii, that would be big, but in Mario Kart 8, that's not very...
It's not
massive.
The comeback is definitely doable.
It's doable, and you can do it in 1 or 2 races. We've seen the 50-point lead come from 3 races on their own. All it needs is like a top 6, and they could be back in within a race.
Well, I'm hoping Germany keep up their winning streak, because they did beat Asia yesterday.
They beat them by 162, I believe.
And I was casting that match, and they did very well. But I believe Australia might be more of a experienced team, so they might struggle a bit more.
Oh, those triple reds. There go Australia's most of their top spots.
Yep, and Monfy using that very well. Probably going to be holding... No, he's going to be throwing it.
Yeah, probably going for a chain. But he gets a plant. That's Shadow in first, yeah. Yeah, Shadow in first, so... We will hope for Germany that Shadow can be hit out, but... And hope for Australia Shadow keeps that spot. Yeah. Let's see if Monfy can get a box. It looks like he does. Gets a boomerang. Could be good. He is close enough, I think, just. Going for the straight. Oh, the banana. Oh, that was a good attempt by Shadow. He does have one more boomerang usage. He's not going to hit, and red could be good, but I think Shadow is holding a banana. Oh. No? Okay. If that was Australia's shock, that was a good shock. Certainly eliminates the chance of a red hitting first place. And we are going to see someone bill up. And yeah, that's going to be a good race for Australia with a top 2 at least. But top 4. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, please. Don't miss the results screen. Australia could get back into it with this race alone.
Let's see what they got.
Top 3, 9, 11, 12.
Top 3 and then 3 bottom spots, so it's not great for them, but it was certainly a winning race. It's a winning race, definitely, for Australia, 15-10 plus. If one of the other 3 people could have got up there, it could have been a better race, but top 3 is still definitely winning. That's a win for Australia by 4 points. Oh. Yeah, so as I said, top 3 is good, but it's not winning by a lot if they have 9, 10, 9, 11, 12.
Oh wait, sorry, not 4 points. I'm horrible at math, despite being an engineer. But it's a 6-point race.
6-point race. Tom has to do
still not a great margin. But...
44 to 38. Yeah.
Oh, my Skype's decided to not respond. Hang on a second.
Wait, my Skype screen share froze as well.
Okay, I will fix that.
That is the end of the GP, I believe.
It is, and we are going to be seeing Australia pull it back a bit. 142 to 186 going into GP2. I will probably... Let's see. Oh, we're still having the graphical glitches.
Probably should close some of those tabs.
Some of those tabs, yeah. We'll. Oh, it's for some weird reason it's not actually been playing up too much, so we'll keep it until I have to, because if I have to, then it means that we lose all the music in the background and stuff. But we'll certainly be waiting a moment or two for this next GP.
It was definitely a close GP, closer than I think a few people expected it to be.
Given that Australia lost by 264 last time.
Well, exactly, yeah. And as well as the fact that on Mario Kart Wii even, they had their match against Nordic, who were one of the top-seeded teams, and lost by less than 100. So if they can continue this on Mario Kart 8, then we should be rolling.
Although this German squad is really powerful, though.
Last year, the final was Japan versus Germany, and they are both in the same group this
I was questioning why they didn't use a lineup this good yesterday when they were against Asia. Maybe they thought they didn't need to, or maybe
this is still not Germany's best lineup.
No, but they used an even worse one yesterday, so I'm surprised they didn't even use this yesterday.
I'd actually say it's about the same, but I guess people can argue that.
Maybe I've heard of more people in this lineup, I suppose. I don't know.
I mean, there's no Leo, no Ben, no Lazard, so those are like 3 big names right now.
Was that Rainbow Road I saw?
Oh, yeah, that's definitely Rainbow Road.
And,
not many teams like this track anymore, but, you know. Some teams still love it, I guess. Is all I can say. I personally don't like it. But we are going here.
We are most certainly going there, and we are going to load in now, finally, after the laggy start. And let's see if Monfy can get a box. Looks like he will be able to. It's going to be a banana in... ooh. This is the item system of Mario Kart 8, ladies and gentlemen. Why not pull a banana in 8th or 9th?
Yeah, unfortunately in this game, your items are based on how far away you are from first place, as opposed to Wii where it's position based, I believe.
Yep.
Yeah, so generally getting items first box isn't a thing. It's mainly used to protect yourself.
Single green there as well in like 6th is another example of not the best item to be pulling, but...
Yeah.
Maybe there's... Yeah, bomb's slightly better, but not when Germany's in front of him.
There is... I believe that's Jane. Who's that behind him? Oh, that was Solar.
That was Solar, but Solar is now in front of him with Reds. Could be able to fend off Monfy, in fact, for quite some time.
Solar's going to slow down. Wants to get rid of those German members in front of him.
Oh,
that
Monfy
boomerang.
Does get boomerang, then single
did Shadow
shroom.
Get boomerang?
I think he must have, given that... Oh! Goodbye, Monfy. You've been pushed off.
Yeah.
He's still going to be able to make that cut, though. Not going to go for any other fancy attempts of other cuts, but he will be pulling the bullet bill in 10th place.
Not sure where he's going to use this bill. The best place to use it is after the shortcut, but I don't know if he's willing to wait that long. Unless he's banking on Germany pulling the shock, but
They might already have it, but
yeah.
It's going to be in the bill, so it doesn't look as if... Oh, no, there is the shock.
There was a shock.
And he's going to be trying... Ooh.
Triple Shrooms in 4th is a very good item to get, considering the distance between him and 1st place.
Oh yeah, because of the cannon, there's a big gap. The gap between the cannon, actually, I would call it a glitch, because the cannon increases your place between first.
Yeah. That's a 5th place for Monty anyway, and I'm not entirely sure what Germany got.
I think Australia got...
top 2. Oh,
1-3.
That's
Australia got 1-3.
That's a 1, 3, 6, 7, 9, 11 for Australia.
Yeah. Up.
That's not too bad.
It's a winning race for Australia. I don't think it's by too much. It might be by about...
It's another...
less than 10, I believe.
Yeah, it's another winning race by 6.
Okay.
Yeah.
But still, slow comebacks, I believe.
My screen share keeps dying. There we go.
It's a bit laggy for me, but I can make out what's going on.
So it just crashes constantly. I don't know if it's probably my computer. I'm gonna blame my computer. Anyway, we've got some Wario Stadium picks, got GBA Mario Circuit picks, and a random Electrodome in the bottom left.
And it's certainly not going to be the random Electrodrome.
No, it is Mario Circuit.
It is Mario Circuit, and Australia are now...
for the GBA.
It is. Australia only down 38 points now, I believe, if I can do my math right. So, not too much. Something that they could catch up again with another 1 or 2 good races, so...
Monty is starting in 5th here. If he can get a good start, hopefully he can get up there.
Monty is going for those coins. And he gets more coins, so this could be good if he can get into 1st and try and run a bit, but this is an
Australia's holding top 2 right now, but on this track, top 2 on lap 1 doesn't really mean a whole lot, but hopefully they are able to keep it.
First can front run if a massacre happens in the pack.
Yeah.
But
you have to count on that massacre happening.
Yeah.
Which is sometimes not as likely as you might think.
Yeah. Hayashi is a good T-tier though, so I can see him front running this, still in holding that first with this German force behind him.
I don't know what happened to the 2nd place Australian. I don't know where they've gone, but they've...
Yeah, Shadow the Wario, I believe he's in bottom spots now.
He is. It looks as if he's been hit down to like bottom 2. Bottom 2 are Wario's, so he's one of those.
Germany is 2, 3, 4, 5, I believe. Oh no, one of them's just been hit out. 2, 3, 4 again. In
comes a red, but it doesn't because hello. And then there's a bomb.
It doesn't because hello.
2 bombs by Germany. Oh, are they gonna go for the snipe? Oh no, they probably won't. Too risky.
Might back spam it. No, they're just gonna get rid of it there.
So as you said, the Australian is still holding 1st place.
Oh, I think Hayashi may be too far.
Yep, just too far, and that's gonna be a 2, 3, 4, 5 or something for Germany. But
2, 3, 4, 5, I believe that's about
Hayashi
right.
doing well to hold them off. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 9.
Yeah.
That's not the best of races for Australia, but good job by Hiyoshi for getting the first.
I think if Germany had been able to get Hiyoshi out of 1st place, that would have been a race that might have won them the war. I mean, I know it's only GP2, but a top 5 would have done them wonders.
Yeah. 32 points for Australia, so...
32 to 50. 50, 32 to 50.
Yeah, definitely going for that Cloud Top pick. Although, Cloud Tops definitely attract people picked to get rid of 1st place, but there is a small strat that 1st place can do to maintain his 1st, but we'll see if Hayashi knows what to do.
Well, the Sweet Sweet Canyon pick being opted for Team Australia.
Yeah, that's good for Australia as well. Hayashi in 1st can bump out 2nd and 3rd into the frosting at the start.
It's going to be Cloud
Top.
Yeah.
Cloud Top.
So if Hiyoshi does know this little thing at the beginning, he should keep 1st. If not, Germany are just going to fly away. We'll see what happens here as we do have a very clear view of 1st place with Monty in 2nd place.
Oh, yeah, see, Hayashi got the bump on Monfi, so Hayashi's probably going to keep this.
Monfi has also hit
Monfi has
the walls.
Been all the way down into 9th place there, I believe. He's now in 7th, gets those triple greens. Hopefully he doesn't hit any of his teammates, but he does
Greens
have
might be good to throw forwards.
Oh.
Yeah, he does connect with Solar, and yeah, he makes 2 connections, 3 connections, all 3 hitting them.
Wow.
That is
Good
a
stuff.
very good usage of triple greens there from Monfi.
Oh, but K has outlined Hayashi, or Hayashi got hit somehow, but K's definitely in first now.
I remember K being quite good at this track from my knowledge.
Yeah, but Anthony hanging there in second. As we see that Leroy.
Yep, we do.
Not Leroy.
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 Hello, Netherlands, Leroy. But yeah, we are going to be seeing Solar in a star.
Is all the way down here in 11th place. Hopefully he might be able to pull something that can help him.
Monfi's definitely a good pack fighter. I can see him getting out of this. If he gets the right items, of course.
Holding this single shroom attempt, he does use it there to kind of catch up to the pack. He has 2 Australians ahead of him in the form of James and Solar.
It looks rather bad for Australia though, because they are these lower spots. We're seeing 4 or 5 of them in the bottom half.
Shocking, eh?
I can see him holding it. I see K in first, Mark in second, and I believe those Mortons are
there is
Germany.
Loads of Australians back here. So yeah, I would just hold it if I was him.
Yeah, I can see him
What is
using
that
it
warrior
in the
holding?
final
Is he
step.
holding a shock or is that a star?
It's probably a star. If it was a shock, you should immediately spam it. Once there's 2 shocks in play, the one who spams it first usually benefits.
Okay, we are going to be seeing a star coming up from behind. Monfi may just need to hold this for the rest of the race to...
There is someone in the bill ahead of him. Yeah. If that is an Australian, he would just hold it.
Yeah,
it's going to have been an Australian or else he would have chained. But no, he's going to use it to target shock.
Hayashi off that leaf cut.
And that's going to be a top 4, 7, 8. So I think we can begin to count Australia out if they can't get these races. And if Australia do have another one of these bad races, we could potentially just be saying goodbye to their current chances.
Indeed.
That is a 57-point race for Germany.
So 57 to 25.
So not Germany, sorry. Yeah. Germany is winning now by a significant amount going into the final race of GP2.
Oh, no, I've added 57 to the wrong team. That's not what to do. Everyone who's in caster school, don't do this. I've added... I went and added it to what one looked better to add. 57
That's interesting. We've got a
that.
few cheap beach picks and Wario Stadium picks, while Australia's still going for that Sweet Sweet Canyon.
And Germany have a very good lead at the moment. I believe that's 88 points.
Yep, that is definitely 88. Wait, is my math failing me again?
No, it shouldn't be.
Oh, that's... yeah.
Sweet
Did
Sweet
Germany
Canyon.
pick this? No, Australia.
No, Australia picked this.
Yeah.
It's in the last race.
And let's see what Monfi can pull here. It's going to be a red. We have had the discussion already that it's based off the distance from first, so that set is normally going to be a protective item, but does manage to use it rather well there, hitting a Australian, I believe, and pulls shrooms. This could be good if... Oh no, he's been hit. Yeah, this is the kind of shortcut we're expecting people to take. He isn't going to be using it to go through the donut or anything, but does get a chain.
He does get a red, which he's got Australians ahead of him. He has Anthony ahead of him, so he would either wait till Anthony's used his red or just get rid of the trail.
He opted for the trail.
And he's going to be pulling a single shroom. Might be holding it to take one of the wide turns a bit tighter than normal. And he uses it there, so we're going to be seeing him...
Maybe he's hoping for a better item, maybe?
Single shroom, that's... It's good enough to take this shortcut again if he wants to. Oh no, he's just going to be using it there and be hit by two reds. Two reds, not the best for him, but 10th place box he can pull it. It's going to be a Bill, might be able to...
Yeah, he should not use it in through this donut.
No.
Because
it will Germany holding shock there? Is that Germany holding shock?
Yes, Mark? That is Mark holding shock. I think Germany is top 3 right now, though. Unless that's an Australian me. I cannot recognize it for the life of me.
It looks...
Germany's holding 2 bills and the shock.
Could be James in first, because it does have glasses.
There's the shock.
There is the shock coming out, and...
yeah, they definitely targeted James after shock.
Doesn't get the chain. That's unfortunate. He was about half a second too late there on the getting out the bill moment, but...
Pulling we'll be able 7th place there?
Yeah. I mean, given the fact that Germany had main mid spots, this could be
Australia
it could be a decent...
Two,
top 2 won't do anything when they've got bottom 4. I think Germany might even have won the race there.
Germany did win the race, but because of that top 2, it wasn't by as much as it could have been.
That's a 45-37 race win by Germany.
Yeah, so it wasn't by as much as it could have been if they did not secure that top 2.
And now Australia are behind by...
over 100.
Some points.
Over 100.
Over 100. Hang on.
The max difference you can score in GP. Well...
No, let me... I'm doing the math. I'm literally grabbing my calculator. I don't trust the math I've currently inserted into the thing. No, that's why. Okay. Do apologise. They're actually up 90 something. I've added a bonus 10 points to them.
So 96.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Apologies about that.
Wasn't it?
I did spot that it didn't add up to 82 times 8. And that'll be why.
So this is doable.
It's doable, but it's unlikely.
Well, if Australia can at least clutch a GP win, it'll definitely help in the point differential. Maybe secure a wildcard spot.
Let's quickly remind ourselves while they pick the tracks what the table looked like before they... It didn't look like they're getting a very good spot. Minus 264 for them. Germany probably want to get as much point differential as they can to get the spot above Japan. Japan are currently about 100 over them in point differential, so if Australia can lose by quite a bit here, that'll be good for Germany, but definitely not good for Australia if they lose this. We could probably count them out if they lose it by over 100, given that they only have another 2 matches left to play.
Not many team picks I noticed from Germany now.
I guess at this point they kind of think that they've won, so they're just picking what suits them individually.
Yeah, gotta
get those
rid of some
points.
Of that stress and have some fun and pick what you want.
Yeah, they've done all the hard work. Now all they need is a bit of an electrodome.
Mm-hmm.
This is a good spot. It's kind of like Cloud Top, but I feel it's much better because drafts are a thing on the first set of turns. But sometimes bumps cannot work in your favor.
So Germany up 96 with 4 races to go.
They most certainly are, and we could see Australia come back, but again, like we say, not the most likely thing. Let's see if Monfils gets a protective item in the first box. He's in fact somewhat far from first. Gets a coin, so that's a bit better than some of the other items he could have pulled. Doesn't get all the drafts that everyone else is getting though. Gets a draft there. Good for him. Does get a box as well. That's going to be another set of coins. I mean, if he can get 10 coins and he can get near the front, then there's a chance he can maybe hold on, but this track does have a nice place where you can shroom up on the last turn. It's pretty much got, if you liken it to the Luigi circuit last turn there, it's pretty much an exact replica with some funky 80s disco texture on top. But we do see Monfils getting hit out of second place, and has a green. Might be able to get a few of them. No, James is going to be able to hit him, and he's going to be bumped there into 9th place.
Hayashi in first currently. So I think Australia's 1-3. No, 1-3-4. 5. Oh, this may be the comeback they need. Or
unless Germany can catch up here with the use of that shortcut, as Tom said before, or with the use of the shock or whatever items they can pull in the lower spots.
We certainly saw a star from the person behind him, and the person in front of him also had a star, so Germany are trying to come up with that shortcut. They are passing a few of these. They're passing Shadow at least.
Oh.
Shadow's just been wrecked back down to a low spot. Goodbye, Mr. Shadow. Oh, speaking of being wrecked,
question,
there you go, Monty.
Is Shadow registered as Shad or Shadow on the website?
It's Shadow.
That's
Shadow,
a minus. Is that a minus 15?
No, we'd have to discuss that with staff.
In the words of some strict rule, has to be the registered name unless it doesn't fit. But
yeah,
we'll have to see if staff are going to be that harsh today. They did hand quite a few penalties last night.
They did do that yesterday. Mumpy does secure 9th place, but I think Australia might have won that race. Oh no, never mind.
No, they
never mind.
Certainly didn't. They got
never mind.
Top 2, 6, 8, 9, 11.
Never mind. Australia did end up dying, considering they were top spots.
Yeah. They were throughout the race. I could see Nizer and Kay. They were just. I saw Hayashi go down, Anthony go down. It was quite harsh, painful to watch. That's 37 points for Australia, so I believe 45 for Germany.
Yeah, that will be.
Yoshi Valley and Cheap Cheap Beach. Where are we going?
Screen share has frozen for me again, unfortunately.
It's freezing for me like every 2 seconds, so don't worry.
We'll be getting screen share straight back up if we can.
Oh, there we go.
I believe Germany are up by 104 now.
Nice. Oh, yay, it's actually not freezing anymore. Ooh. Okay. This is Cheap Cheap Beach. We see Mumpy starting off here in... What position is he in? That is...
9th.
9th?
9th. Most certainly going to be a 9th place start, and he does pass a few people already, so...
And these first turn bumps.
An 8th place banana again, not the best idea.
Any snipes going to happen here? Oh. Pretty safe by both teams here.
Smart attempt to the snipe, but not quite what we're looking for in the Mario Kart World Cup. I mean, let's see if he can pull a decent item here. It's going to be some shrooms. He might be able to cut a few.
There is a few mud shortcuts here. He might take, or he might save.
No, it's going to be saving them there.
He might save them. I think there's a bigger shortcut at the end, but it's kind of in the middle of the track. So I wouldn't think he'd save them. He is pulling that single shroom in 6th. He does have Anthony ahead of him, but he also has his teammate Kay. And
he's probably going to use this.
The name of. But yeah, he should be using this for that off-road shortcut on here, yeah.
Yep, that's a good shortcut usage there by Monfy, and 4th place for him.
It's in 2nd, that's 2-4, or no, 2-3 rather, for oh no.
Oh no, Anthony didn't hit the crab, we do apologise.
Oh, now he's been redded though, so that is 2-3 to Germany.
I think that's a top 3 maybe. I'm sure Germany are the Mortons.
Yeah, that's certainly a Morton in first, so that probably is them.
Assume it's top 3 for now then.
Ooh, got a bit up close and personal with a cheap there, but didn't get affected by anything there. So
again, he should be using this for the shortcut.
We should see who's in first soon.
Yeah, that's Germany.
That is them having top 3.
That's Alex. Oh, Alex has dropped a bit. Triple Shrooms in 2nd place. Hello. He'll be claiming first off of that, so. I guess good for him.
Getting first. I think that was still top 3, maybe even more.
Alex may have I may have slowed down a bit too much. No, that's top 6.
Top 6.
Everybody, top 6.
I told you, it might have been top 3. It might have been more. That is top 6.
That's definitely 61 to 21.
61 to 21. Okay.
That is a rest and rip for Australia. I don't think they're coming back from that.
Yeah, that's curtains.
that is the end, and Germany are going to be pulling away. There might be an opportunity for Germany to get even more of a lead. You know, there are still 2 races, and if they can do this...
I'm trying to think what they... Have they been like... No, I was going to say have they been Cheeseland, but that's a DLC track.
That's a DLC track.
I mean, what's a good comeback track for top 5? They've been Dry Desert.
They've got Yoshi Valley.
Yoshi Valley's apparently a comeback. Royal Raceway. That's
quite a few people want Yoshi Valley.
To be fair, there isn't many more catch-up tracks without the DLC.
I was going to say they've been mostly because Dry Desert's been chosen. You can't go Cheeseland, so they're just picking whatever they can pick.
It's going to be Yoshi Valley. It looked like it could have been Mount Wario, but it just crept its way onto a Yoshi Valley.
I mean, Yoshi Valley does have a shortcut to the end, but it's not very, very overpowered. It's just there. So, I mean, I don't know. We'll have to see how it goes.
I feel like this map is definitely one of the coin-dependent maps. People actually go to the slower routes just to get more coins.
Okay,
Let's
so
see
we're
what
going to
happens
see...
anyway. Monfy does start in first place because he did shroom up on Cheap Beach. He is hopefully going to be able to keep this.
Oh, yeah. He's going for coins. Yeah.
He's going for that route and gets bumped, but still gets a coin there. Gets 2 coins. 2, probably not the highest number of coins a player has right now.
No.
And you can see the ones who got more. Oh, but there's triple reds behind him.
Let's hope he can not be hit by it. Maybe it can hit the shell.
Yeah, there's another weird thing about this game. Sometimes if you're holding triple items, there's a small chance that you will still get hit because there's actually space in between the items.
Well, he's back in 12th anyway with that single shroom. Probably going to chain it for another box.
No, uses it there. Passes Ben. He's going to be pulling a blue in 11th. That could be the end of his race because it does look like it's a Morton going to be in first, so...
Yeah, that is...
But we see Anthony in second.
Germany in first. So if Germany want to slow down and let Anthony get blue, that's up to them.
No, I don't think they'd risk it. This is...
Well, it looks like Monfy is going to be getting 12th then because he is in 12th with a significant lead with that blue shell. So... That is going to be a little bit of a rip for Monfy unless someone passes first place.
I doubt they will. Oh no!
Hang on, that's...
No, apologies. A bit of lag did occur on the minimap and it looked like it wasn't Germany in first.
It looked like he was in first for a moment there and then it wasn't anymore. So I believe Monfy is just going to be holding this blue shell until the end of the race. So that will be securing Germany's first, but it will also be securing their last.
The first and last. But,
So...
I mean, he might be able to throw it once the line is crossed, which is coming up very soon, I believe. For
possibly, I think he will chain it, these item sets. I believe he will chain it here.
No, he's
he is going to hold it. I think he's doing it for the best.
Yeah, K's in second, so smart choice. Or at least he was.
So yeah, Monfy is going to be getting 12th there. I think he did that for the sake of the team. So good on him.
1, 4, 5, 6, 7, 12. Coming out from Germany. A winning race, but...
Good on Monfy for holding that blue shell for Bjorn there, who managed to secure that first place.
That's 46 points for Germany. So the finals.
46 to 36, that'd be.
Yep.
And the final race is this now?
Royal Raceway.
Yeah. Royal Raceway, yay! Let's go Royal Raceway. Is Royal Raceway... I feel like Royal Raceway was quite... And Bowser's Castle as well, quite underpicked tracks. Sunshine Airport, I'm surprised that hasn't been chosen already, to be honest. We are going Royal Raceway. Royal Raceway for the last race, I believe. Yeah, this is the last race. Last race of this match. Which has been quite an interesting match, but of course Germany has managed to get that upper hand, and it didn't help Australia with that top 6 on Cheap Beach. But this is the last race.
Last race.
Monfy is starting 12, as we know, because he had to hold that blue shell, or Bjorn. But this is definitely a track where he can just catch up.
It certainly is, and we're going to be seeing a bit of... Oh, no, we're not going to be seeing a bit of. We're going to be seeing... Oh, okay, Monfy clips the grass, does lose a few spots.
A bit of grass.
Apologies for a moment there. I think Monfy's stream had a bit of a freeze. Might have been on my side, but I don't think so. But we are going to be seeing him hit. Shadow with a banana, but... boomerang. Hello, Tom. He's going to be hitting him with a boomerang. Not quite actually connecting. A bit of lag involved. Doesn't get a chain off, so he is going to be holding the boomerang even longer. Might be able to throw it backwards to hit Solar maybe, but that might be too risky depending on where the rest of his team are. I see a few in front, but... No, he's going to go there.
Australia is top 4 right now.
No, he does actually manage to connect with a boomerang, and now he's second place.
And he does have that red, so if he can connect with first place, that would be beneficial for them.
Does that really well, and does have the chance to connect with first place, so...
I think he did, yeah, I think he got James. So James is now in... Oh! Bye! Goodbye!
Oh. James is lagging quite a bit. We are seeing him drive in the grass sometimes, so...
You have Aussie net, of course.
It's okay, they're fine. Their net's fine.
Second place doubles through.
Yeah. He's probably going to just save it for the final cut in case Australia pulls a blue. Smart choice.
Oh no, he's using
one
one there.
there.
Oh, no, he's saving the last one. I can guarantee that.
Oh,
no,
never mind.
No, never mind.
Can you really guarantee that? Can you really? And there comes a shock. Doesn't target shock anyone, I don't think.
I think they might have got one person. Maybe?
Yeah, there's one Morton, I believe.
One more. I think that might have been Australia.
Ah, no, we're seeing Australia get a top 2, so probably not Australia.
No, I mean Australian shock.
Yeah.
The German Mortons, so I imagined it was Australia's shock.
I can also imagine Australia might have been holding.
Oh, no.
Yeah,
no,
top 2, bottom 4.
Yeah.
Sorry, Australia.
So that might have been Germany's shock then, if they got bottom 4.
So, again, 45 to 37.
And that is quite an interesting race to finish off on with top 2, bottom 4. I mean,
45 for Germany.
You can't say any fairer than that. You cannot say any fairer than that.
So 573 to
411, I think.
Yep.
Well, yeah, Australia there with the bottom 4 overall, and I think that kind of hindered them in the long run. But I think that should have been a good game and a good match in general.
I believe, though, we will be going almost immediately onto Latin America versus Asia.
Yep.
Is that what's on now? Okay.
That's what's going to be on. I will quickly have to change the graphics, but yeah, the scores do add up to 984, so it was 411 to 573. So
that is a 162 point deficit.
Yeah, that's quite big. Let's remind ourselves that Germany won by 162 last time.
Yeah, so that is the same exact win for Germany there.
Germany doubling up.
Let's kind of do a bit of a group table bonus moment. So that and 426.
Wait,
yeah, I believe that's right.
264 plus 126. Hold on, I derped. 162 plus 264. Yep, okay.
Yep, so there's the table. We will be showing that in a moment, but we'll have to quickly change a couple of the positions around.
When's Japan's next match? Do we know when
they are playing tomorrow, I believe, at 10.
We have like 5 or 6 matches for Mario Kart 8 today. I'm not sure how many of them we will be actually casting with me as a stream host, because I will probably...
CSL!
CSL, and I am probably going to be casting most of the MKWC matches, so yeah.
So Latin America and Asia. Asia, I want to talk about a bit actually before we do this match, because Asia, when they faced Germany yesterday, and I casted over that match with Rookie, and the screen was all over the place, but I kind of got a basic view. Asia's lineup did very well. I mean, I know it doesn't show it with the minus 162. However, the first few GPs, and they were really working well as a team. Of course, Germany being the team that they are, I think we kind of had the upper hand. But Asia, as a whole, worked really well as a team. I'm not entirely sure on Latin America's lineups. I think it's basically Team Mexico from last year, isn't it? So you've got like, who do we have? I forgot who's in Mexico. Is it like Raggy people? I'm pretty sure. Like Blair. I don't know if any of these people still play. I'm going off last year's World Cup. I have no idea. But I think Asia can put up a very good fight here against Latin America. And because Latin America have yet to play in the World Cup, I'm not entirely sure how they're going to feel kind of going into their first match. I don't know if they're going to feel nervous, and that might put them on edge and maybe give Asia the upper hand, as they have played a match before. Even though they lost the match, I think already playing a match in the World Cup this year might give them an advantage, I feel.
I believe Mike might stream. Mike from Latin America.
Oh, Mike's playing. Okay. Do we have confirmation on their lineup yet?
I'm not sure. I'll have to see what's happening in the ref chat.
We will go and have a look. I'll go get Discord up in a second.
I'm actually not a ref for that match, now that I realize.
Don't worry, I'm not either, but we're going to go and ask the referees, see if we can get lineups, and we will be kind of analysing them before this match starts, because...
Oh yeah, Mike is definitely streaming.
Okay, so on his perspective, and then I think Team Asia, did they have a streamer? Yeah, Azusa streamed for them yesterday.
Oh, but he's not in lineup, unfortunately.
He's not in lineup, so we might only have the Team Latin America perspective, because if Azusa's not in the lineup, I don't think any of Team Asia are going to be streaming other than him. So we'll have to see how that goes.
I'll drop his stream in the chat right now.
Discord, there it is. Let me just go on Discord a second and find out what is happening. Hopefully this...
it's Mike's stream.
Okay, so he's streaming. We will confirm lineups as soon as we kind of...
Oh, I have Asia's lineup here.
Let's have a look.
Asia's lineup is Renoa, David, Tomi, Joseph, Zeke, Sharp.
That's not too bad of a lineup. That's not
pretty
too bad.
You got David, who currently has the world record on one DK Jungle.
Yeah, I was going to say it's DK Jungle.
Yeah, Tomi, definitely a good player. Joseph as well. Zeke making his World Cup appearance, probably the first bike. Actually, no, Nebs used bike yesterday, so...
Oh, is he a biker?
Yep, he's a biker.
Interesting, okay.
And Renoa from China.
Let me kind of
not much I know about him.
There's Asia's line.
Oh,
so when Asia was Germany last year, what did they do? They used... I think Renault was their substitution for last match, but I don't think they used him. They used Sharp last night, and he didn't do too well. He scored 39 total, which wasn't great, but hopefully today he can kind of come back from that. Joseph scored 72 last night, so that's quite a decent score, especially on Mario Kart 8. So hopefully he can keep that up going into this match with Latin America. And then who else did you say? I think the others didn't play. I'm pretty sure.
Joseph played yesterday.
Yeah,
David
Joseph,
did not.
David
did not play.
Didn't. Yeah, so I think most of this lineup are people who didn't play yesterday. I think the only people who played yesterday are Joseph and Sharp, I'm pretty sure.
Tommy definitely played
yesterday.
Oh,
was he in your lineup? Okay.
Yes.
So those three played. Tommy scored 77, which is quite good on Mario Kart 8. He got a GP2 score of 41. So hopefully Asia can keep it up this war. They did only lose to Team Germany on one of their GPs by 8 points. So if they can kind of keep up that teamwork and consistency, they should be fine against Latin America, I feel.
Yep. So we've got Latin America's lineup here, which is quite strong.
Would you like to share it?
Yep, sharing it right now. We have Pedro, Chibi, Sparky, For Life, Kai, and Mike.
Oh, I have heard of most of that lineup, actually. So yeah, I do see that being quite the hill for Asia to climb over.
Latin America is quite strong. They're not using Roberto, which is probably one of the top 3 players, but Chibi and Mike are definitely in the lineup, and they're definitely part of that top 3.
Yeah, that is fair enough. I'm looking at the roster on MK boards. I have heard of most of this lineup. I am seeing the people you just mentioned. So we will just have to see if Asia can overcome, because that Latin America lineup does sound particularly strong. So we will just have to see how it fares for Team Asia.
I'm curious to see who'll be in the front more. People have been kind of sleeping on Mike from what I've seen. Everyone's talking about Chibi, Roberto, which is fair. They're both well-known, strong players. But from what I've seen from Latin America's scrimmages, Mike has been MVPing quite a lot of wars. So and since he's streaming, and if you've watched his stream before, funny stuff happens. He'll hit a wall and go flying everywhere. It's quite hilarious at times, but he'll still clutch it out. So I'm looking forward to this, definitely.
Well, hopefully we will be getting started sometime soon. I believe Tom's somewhere setting up the stream. I don't know what he's doing, but he is somewhere over the rainbow.
I had to reset my Firefox like I said I would in between wars, so that we don't have any of the weird flashy stuff.
Okay, so yeah, you're doing that anyway. So yeah, Latin America, it does seem like the stronger team, and I think certainly with that lineup you just mentioned, I do think they will be taking this. But as I said, even though Asia did lose their match to Team Germany by 162, I think even though they did lose, they have quite a good chance, I believe, against Team Latin America here, as I said, because Team Asia has already got that one World Cup match under their belt, so they kind of know what to expect. They kind of know they have to, maybe from mistakes they made yesterday, they won't make them again today. So if they made mistakes, if they underestimated Germany, which I don't know why they should, but just for example, if they hit walls or threw blues or fucked around, I mean, I know it's a World Cup match, however, they might have made some mistakes that were crucial for them to getting the win yesterday. So as they have played a World Cup match already, they kind of know what mistakes they made and can rectify them, whereas Latin America have yet to play a World Cup match, so I think that might hinder them in the long run, but I don't know. We will have to see how that goes anyway. I believe we are going to get started soonish.
The screen share has frozen for me, unfortunately.
Oh no.
I see Firefox's black screen.
Okay, yeah, that's not an issue that we've had for some time, so...
I'm
doing CSL support in between the matches. I've been caught
you're
out.
gonna be so tired by the end of this.
Oh, it's okay, I've got the whole day, and I'm playing CSL.
That's gonna be a grind.
It's a grind, but I did it yesterday, so even more
Don't worry, I fell asleep at 10 PM last night because I was just like, I've had enough, goodbye.
I had to make it to the 3 AM, and then I woke up at 8. So
oh dear.
5 hours sleep and I'm
great.
still awake.
It's not gone too great for you. Okay, I've got the spinning circle of death still. I can't see a screen share yet, so that'll come on in a minute, actually.
Hopefully.
Hopefully it will. If not, I'll leave the call and rejoin. Oh no, there we go. I've seen it. I can see it.
Okay, there we go.
Okay, so we have got my perspective here. Is this the only perspective we're getting? I imagine it is.
From what I've been told, yes.
Because Azuz is the only one who would go with Asia, but apparently he's not warring, so I imagine we'll only be getting my perspective.
Yeah, this is definitely the only stream from what I'm seeing in the chat.
Apparently, Leo is asleep or something.
Yeah, so KY is playing for Kai. I'm not sure if it's KY or Kai.
I do not know.
I know a couple of Kais in this community. The Japanese Kai. And Monfi, technically. So... yeah, I'll call him KY so I don't keep mixing up Kais. Just for my sake. Unless he PMs me right now and confirms me that his name is indeed
like, if the stream is just like randomly messaging you, like, call me this! Go! Why is my screen share's frozen again? Let me...
I'm gonna assume because Tom has a lot of things open, but
I don't...
mine just... You have so many tabs open.
It's nothing in comparison to what I normally have when I'm casting CSL.
True. But, I mean, it's bearable for me. It just stops for like half a second and then continues.
I've been stuck on someone's me joining the room for the past 30 seconds, so I'm gonna reset. I'll be back in a sec.
If we want, I'll close Photoshop because that probably is the thing that's taking the most of the memory up, so... Now that we have actually got the updated group table, we can afford to close Photoshop for a few minutes.
Oh, okay, it's running much smoother for me.
There we go.
It's still twirling circle for me, so let me wait until it kind of comes on, because I can't cast the twirl.
Ah, no, he can't cast when his internet doesn't work. Apologies about that. We will be bringing KP back once his internet wants to hold. Hello!
That was very
Don't worry,
quick.
my call just keeps dropping for some reason. If I randomly like stop talking mid-sentence, you'll know why. So, yeah.
So we see for life. Kai. I'm guessing Leo and Kai are the ones missing from that room. And not too sure. I see David. Tomeep is definitely missing. Joseph's in there, and I believe that's Sharp.
We're going to ask the chat who they think is going to win the match out of Asia and Latin America. It is certainly going to be good. Someone's cat's going to win.
Yeah, David's cat.
David's cat.
He's in this war. My cat and For Life's cat. Lots of cats winning today.
Cats are going to be winning.
Yep, I agree with Protox there. LTA, but it'll probably be close. Actually, I think KP mentioned earlier that we haven't really seen LTA's like strength because it's just a simulation of all the Latin American countries, which have never happened before, in MK8 at least. So I'm actually really interested to see what happens. Wait, did KP drop again?
I think he did, yeah.
Okay.
I've dropped like 5 times in the past 30 seconds, so don't worry. This is my computer not doing too great. But yeah, I'm just waiting for the screen share to load for me again. But while I wait, have we got predictions for this match? Who do we want to win? Have we done predictions? Because I'll give my opinions kind of now.
I think the general vote is that it's going to be Latin America, but it's only going to be by a few points.
Well, that's exactly what I was going to say, conveniently. Like I said, because Latin America is so new to kind of being a team, I mentioned with Team Nordic when they faced Team Australia in Mario Kart Wii, and even on Mario Kart 8, for that matter. I believe I didn't exactly watch UK and Nordic. I was too busy doing other things. But as far as the United Kingdom and Nordic went yesterday, and I know this was not this match, but where I think it's similar is the fact that UK is quite an established team. They've been around since the beginning of the World Cup, or even before then. Some of them have played together for years and years and years, whereas Nordic really only came around this year, whereas we had Team Finland last year, you know, with Nike and Ruby and Tomsu and Puff and whoever else played Mario Kart 8 at the time. They kind of had enough for Team Finland, whereas a few of them players have dropped, so now they are having Team Nordic, which is kind of, it's still got your typical Team Finland members, but it also has all the other members who might not be comfortable teaming with each other yet, which is where I think Team UK really got the upper hand in that match yesterday, with the fact that they were also confident playing with each other. They knew each other's play styles, they knew how they raced, whereas the thing with Team Nordic was, you know, they might not be as experienced with Team UK as knowing what their players are like, how they race, etc., etc. I think the same applies for Latin America, and I suppose Team Asia as well.
We're having an Asia lineup change.
Yeah.
Are we? Okay, I'll let you do that but yeah, go on, you do that and then I'll continue.
We've not quite been told what it is, but we have been told by Batboo that there is going to be quite a change for the Asian lineup. We can see that there aren't too many Asian, or there are 5 Asian players in the room, but clearly their last one isn't there, and it looks like it's...
Batboo is typing.
Batboo is typing.
Oh, Sharp disappeared. They did have subs lined up, so I don't think it'll pose a problem.
It's going to be Gary, I believe, so that should... I'm not too sure if that's going to affect the outcome too much, but...
Well, no, because Gary played yesterday and did quite well, from what I remember. He was always kind of in middle to top spots, so hopefully that will continue into this match. But as I was saying about Latin America and Asia, to be fair, both teams are new, so it's kind of, they don't know, might not know how each other play.
Smash will play, not Gary.
What?
Oh,
Who
Smash.
will play what?
Smash.
Smash will play.
Smash is.
Gary will not be playing.
He plays MKWC as well, Smash.
Oh, is it that Smash? Okay.
Yes.
It is that Smash.
Didn't realize he played MK8. Okay, that's cool.
Yeah, he's in Arcadia right now, trialing.
Fair enough. We'll see how he goes then, I suppose. Definitely see how he goes. I have him on Skype, actually. Let me go and tell him good luck. Apparently I can't spell. I'm thinking most of Team Asia, well, not most of them, but some of them are American, aren't they? Or live in America.
Yeah,
Quite
they
a
live
few
in
of them.
America. But
Which is
they're
why I'm surprised they're playing this early, because that's like 8 AM for them, isn't it?
Yeah.
I'm quite surprised they're playing this early.
It's 9 AM. I guess they must have set their alarms. So.
I suppose.
Yeah.
Oh. What is the next match after this? It's an MKWC match, isn't it?
No,
it's another MK.
It's an MK8 match, but we won't be able to cast it because there is an MKWC one about 25 minutes after.
I see.
Yeah.
Which is...
I guess you guys will take over here. Oh, the match started.
Yep, the match has started. We're seeing some Cloudtop Cruise picks.
Oh, I'm still on. Okay, let me reset.
Okay. Pray for KP. Yeah, I'm not sure if MK8 will be getting another stream host or if we will be, after this match, taking like a half-hour break and then getting to France. What's the first match?
Azuma.
Benelux, France.
Alright, so that was a cloud top pick by Latin America.
That is, yeah.
You might have to switch back to the OBS stream.
Okay, we've got a sharing issue. That's actually a sharing issue. I have switched back, but it doesn't want us to. But yeah.
All right. So yeah, Mike's in first. I mean, his time is pretty good here, so
no, well, he's been
never
hit
mind.
out,
As soon as I say that,
Mike is no longer in first.
Yep. I'm assuming most of the Mortons are Latin America. I'm aware that Asia does not like using Morton, or at least they're not using Morton, so they can realize who's who, since they're not actually Skype calling.
Ah, that's not good.
Yeah.
Does Asia normally go Skypeless?
Yeah. From what I see, yeah, they normally go Skypeless.
I mean, I personally wouldn't in the World Cup. You know, it is the World Cup, but you know, each.
I guess there might be some language barriers.
Maybe. Yeah, I suppose that makes sense.
Then we say that most of them are in the US or Canada.
Yeah.
Yes, but then the one or two who are in like China or something.
Yeah.
True.
You know, it might be difficult for them. Although, to be fair, saying that, the 3 Americans or whoever should call.
Yeah.
And the 3 Chinese should call or whatever. So, even if you've got separate calls, I mean, as long as you're calling and calling stuff out. So again, that gives me more reason to think Latin America's going to win. So.
So yeah, we see Chibi Mike top 2. This is what I kind of expected, these two. And they're quite far away from the pack now.
Yeah, they have managed to get themselves quite a lead. Let's see if Mike may back spam around this turn. No, he's going to be holding it out, but not back spamming.
Probably his teammates behind him. Doesn't want to risk hitting them. This one's going to be hard to see. Okay,
so it's going to be a Latin America 1, 2, 5, 7, 8, 9. Yep. Yeah.
1, 2, 5, 7, 8, 9. Alright, that's a 50-point race for Latin America, so 52-32.
Okay.
Good start for Latin America.
Yeah.
I'm curious to see what their front run track will be.
Let's see what Mike wants to pick. It's going to be a music park.
Yep, that's the standard, so... Yep, good choice by them. They have to streetle and pipe frame so they can do those keys pretty easily. Asia going cloud top. I would actually use a comeback track now. That was a not horrible, but a poor first race. Probably a Cheeseland or a Retro Mario Circuit would have done. They're more on the left-hand side. But it is going to be Music Park.
That is true, and something to note here is that there is DLC in this. Unlike the last war. So they could pick Cheeseland if they wanted. But Music Park is going to be the track of choice, and we are going to be seeing an immediate attempt to break from the top 2.
Well, Chibi and Mike are powerhousing through in their top 2 still.
Yeah.
Right, is Chibi using Streetle? Chibi's using Streetle, isn't he?
Yeah.
From what I can see.
Yeah, the bitrate isn't the best on this stream.
Oh yeah, that unfortunately is the only one.
It's
either
enough.
Or
we
none.
We can see it generally. A coin though is going to be what Mike pulls. Did manage to get into the grass, but not affected too badly by it there.
But yeah, Chibi is breaking away. Mike sort of farther away from the pack. That dry Bowser is Seek, so
he's hit the plant. He's still in second, though. That does prove how much of a lead they had. I mean...
Triple Shrooms. He's probably going to use 2 here and then 1 for the cut. But I have been wrong, so...
Okay, well, he's using both, so...
Oh, he's using all of them.
Guess who's wrong?
And he gets one. And he gets one for the cut.
I think he just wants to catch up to Chibi again, just to keep them in that top 2.
I mean, that lead is already enough, even if he doesn't catch up to Chibi. But let's be honest, that is still like a 4 or 5 second break from third place.
It is amazing when you think about it.
And there's the shock. Probably an Asia shock.
Dodge? I think someone might dodge. Someone back there is in a star, I believe.
Doesn't massively affect the fact that Latin America have top 2, though.
No, Latin America might have more
Yeah.
than top 2 as well. Think about it. I mean, we can't see anyone else because Mike's the only one person.
I mean, we'll have to have a look when it gets the results, but it does look like another convincing race.
That was a powerhouse race.
That was quite literally a top 2 front run.
That was a powerhouse race. Good on them. I don't know what else they got. They might have gotten more than top 2. They definitely did secure that top 2, but...
Top 2, no. 6, 7, 10, 12.
12.
Top 2.
Clearly, Chibi and Mike are carrying, well, not carrying their team, but, you know, they are doing very, very well for themselves.
Okay, for some reason I'm subtracting when I should be adding. Just saying things. That's a 44 to 38 race, I believe.
And what is the track pick going to be?
Probably another front run. Let these two guys run.
I suppose it depends what they're both good at. I would like to see some DLC track picks, obviously not.
Oh, there we go. High Roll Circuit DLC.
That's an interesting one, I think. I don't think that gets chosen all that much, whereas Asia going for that GBA Mario Circuit pick.
It's been coming back with the return of SVC recently. Most of their track picks are becoming popularized.
Hyrule Castle, I believe we did see in the United Kingdom war yesterday against Nordic. So
yeah.
it's not something that's never picked.
This is a GBA Mario Circuit pick, and as we saw on the last war, you can front run it as an Australian member did show us. So Chibi and Mike are probably going to be okay here.
Yeah, I think it was Hiyoshi that showed us last one that it can be front run.
So let's see if Chibi and Mike can do the same.
We see David close behind them. Or now he's in front of one of Mike, but... okay, this is tight.
Yeah. Oh, that's a draft.
Oh, that's a good draft, but...
Oh, Joseph is there now, but Chibi and Mike are still... Oh, no!
Oh, my God!
Oh, no, he's not. No, he's not. He's there.
It looked frightening for a moment because he was holding the green out and Chibi literally drove through it, but...
Now Mike has
no
Chibi,
Mike's
2
still
coins.
holding that 1-3. If we can get David out of the second rather, we should be okay.
But David showing how he's a good T-tier, like just keeping up with Chibi neck and neck.
There's a shroom. He should be using this here to go through the tires.
Oh, that red.
Oh, he tried to avoid it.
That was a good attempt to avoid it, but
Red Shells on this game are very, very brutal, but he does have those trouble shrooms in 7th.
It's going to be using all 3.
Triple Green's an interesting item to get.
We're going to be seeing life in front of him.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, I think that's curtains for David.
Curtains for David. That's going to be curtains for Mike, maybe, as well. But Chibi...
and Chibi.
So Chibi on a 60.
Did die.
Chibi is not on a 60.
Oh, wait, no.
Chibi got 5th.
He got... Whoa. Okay.
So that's going to be a 1, 4, 5, 6, 7, 9 for Latin America.
Oh.
Again, a very good race for them.
1, 4, 5, 6. So 15 plus 9 plus 8 plus 7 plus 6 plus 4. That's 49 points for Latin America.
Okay. 1, 4, 5 is definitely kind of 1, 4, 5, 7, whatever. Yeah, it's kind of like it's kind of middle to top spots. So track pick would be crucial.
Knowing they might go DK jungle, I can see them.
I mean, Asia or Latin.
Latin America.
I wouldn't. Would you really go to DK jungle when you have David on the opposite side, though?
That is true, but Chibi also had the world record at one point. But they're going Animal Crossing, which is
which is a very interesting track. Let's see where we are going to end up because my screen's crashed.
Numbers don't add up. Let me quickly resolve that. That's 103 to 143. I do apologise.
So Asia is still only down 40 then, which isn't too bad.
Not too bad. They got a good track pick here. Let's see if they can utilize it though. Because you'll need good teamwork drafting here. That sound horn.
Only a single banana.
That sound horn just crucified that 2-3 by Asia.
Mike is in first place, still holding on to that banana.
I mean, he could backspam if Asia are behind him, because if they get him, or if they are able to be hit around some of these turns, it could cost them quite dearly. Looks if he is to protect it, but...
And as you said before, Tom, the Luigi Circuit shortcut of the end certainly is overpowered.
It is quite literally Luigi Circuit with a retexture.
To get Mike out of first, I believe that shortcut will need to be utilised.
Yeah. And I mean, Mike is breaking away now. There is going to be a red coming for him, but it doesn't connect at all.
I don't know if that was even coming for him or not. That might not have been. That might have come from second place.
Indicators are a thing in this. Even if it's not coming for you.
Meanwhile, in Mario Kart Wii, they never show up.
No, they don't show up at all. Just sit there
there is actually a red that was going for him, and he does manage to block it. There's going to be another, and that is going to be curtains for Mike's first place.
Yeah.
Oh, and now we see the Asia top two. They're probably their two best runners, David and Joseph. So, this is their best chance to get a good race. But he's going to save that for Mike's going to save that shroom for the HD Luigi Circuit shortcut.
HD Luigi Circuit.
Yeah. No, he's not. Well, no, he's not.
Oh, why am I so wrong with my shroom?
You are so wrong today.
Not quite on point, but he will be getting coins, using them. Might be able to pull a shroom here. Nope, in comes a shock, and might have attempted to maybe target shock one of them. But regardless, I don't believe it worked, as we do see Teep coming into second place.
Oh, that was a good race for Asia, I believe.
Yeah, that was a top two. But wait a minute, was Tommy the Morton? Oh yes, he was. Okay, so Latin America 3, 4, 5.
Latin America 3, 4, 5, 7, 8, 10.
That is 41 points for Latin America. That's an Asia win by 2 points.
You've just said that's a 41 point. That's
for
a
Latin
win.
America.
That
for
82 point total.
Oh wait, that is not. That is the tie. What am I saying?
That's a tie. That was what I was getting confused about. So
Satan is not on point today.
Asia currently down 40 from our calculation that might be wrong. Let's see, does anyone believe it to be wrong?
That adds up to 328.
Okay, people aren't saying that it's massively wrong, but there we go. We'll have to see if we can get Asia back into it, because 40, again, we've seen, you can easily have a very good race that can give you near enough 40 point differential. Just, will it actually happen here? Will we see a 61 to 21 race?
Someone from Asia has left.
Is there going to be another sub? Let's look at the chats. Doesn't look like there is going to be a sub.
Maybe someone switching combos.
Might be.
Perhaps. But like I said, Asia with that one World Cup match under their belt, they're not losing by as LTA has put out quite a strong lineup.
We are seeing a few Mount Wario picks, so... Mount Wario versus Cloud Top Cruise.
Yeah, good track picks by both teams. Although I would have preferred Shoals for Latin America, I guess Cloud Top works.
I don't think we've seen many picks of Mount Wario this World Cup so far.
We've seen them, but they've not actually been chosen. It's not chosen again, it's Cloud Top Cruise, ladies and gentlemen. I see Mount Wario. I'm like, I want to watch Mount Wario, and then we get Cloud
Mount
Top
Wario
Cruise
is a
again.
very interesting race.
It is.
It's a very interesting track, and I think you can have some very intense races on it.
Yeah.
But we're not going there.
No.
We are going Top Cruise, and we will see what happens here.
Yeah.
Ah.
So we are going to be seeing early attempts to bump each other into the vine walls, but we do see Mike getting trailed there and going to be falling down to 10th place. What will he pull? Going to be a single shroom. A few people ahead of him, in fact, pulled triple shrooms. That's not a very, not the best of pulls, but...
I'm 100% sure he's going to use the shroom here.
Are you? Yeah, you're right, so...
Yes.
Congratulations. Celebrate this.
1 for 10, boys. 1 for 10.
He might be... Okay, yeah, he did have to switch his trajectory there to not get hit by the spark pad, but... Let's see what he can do in 4th place.
Is that Tommy Binford? Not anymore. That is 1-3 for Latin America.
We're going to be seeing Life and Joseph. Joseph with a bit of lag. Looked like he'd fallen off or something, but he is still on the track. And a red was going for Mike. Not sure if it is, but indicators wanted to tell us it was. And he might have to change his path. Yeah, he did it again. Oh, he's been...
banana.
That was a banana and a half there. And a red. Just to make the race even worse. I think that was by a Latin American player. But
yeah. Red's on gliders.
And a blue.
This might be Asia's chance to strike back.
It certainly could be. And given the fact that Mike is in 12th, he could maybe pull the shock. It could be good for him, but no, he's going to be pulling a single shroom.
Yeah, a single shroom. That's just...
unfortunate. He's going to use it here, isn't he, according to... Yep, there we go. I got a prediction right. Yeah!
That's probably the time trial. That's also the time trial shroom usage area.
He has got a star. Don't think that's going to help him too much. There won't be a shock here. So, no, he's going to have to accept his 11th place with dignity and pride that he is representing his country, or his group of countries, very well. And it's going to be a 2, 3, 5, 8, 9, 11 for Latin America.
2, 3...
It looks like a close race.
8, 9, 11... 2 plus 4 plus 5. That's another tied race.
Okay, yeah, thought it was going to be. So, that's going to lead the scores to 225 to 185. Going into the 6th race of the war, the midway point, and Asia only down 40, not too much. We have had 2 tied races as well recently, so certainly not a case of Asia being massively outclassed. I think it was just the fact that the first 2 races they really couldn't get people like Mike and Chibi out of the top spots that they'd acquired just simply by being in the room early. And
yeah,
there we go. That's certainly not going to be the pick that we expected. Coming off of a random, I think it was. But
what I mean, this is, okay, for starters, this is probably the most random track.
Yeah, quite literally a random that is random.
Yeah, anything goes here.
Oh, interesting.
Yep, it's going to be...
it was a random.
It was a random. Don't worry. He's going to be obtaining some coins. 10 coins, in fact, for Mike already from the boost strip there. And
drafting up into... let's see. Okay, 6th. That's comfortable.
6th comfortable, but can he get any higher? Looks like he's got 5th. We'll be getting a box in 5th. It's going to be a sound on. He could maybe kill a few people's races if he's close enough, but no. Whoa! Whoa! I had a voice crack there. I was so surprised. Oh! He does manage to make that shortcut really, really nice and cleanly, though. So good job on his part for that. Looks like Latin America do have some decent spots, given that Chile is in second place, and Mike could very easily claim this third.
That's too... Oh, That's awkward. On my screen, Chibi's in first. Oh, no, there's someone from Asia in first.
No, that's certainly Chibi in second and Asia in first. In fact, David is coming up, so this could be a good race for Asia instead. 1-3 could be all Asia need. Mike doing his hardest to take all of these cuts, but it looks as if David knows.
Oh, that's going to be key, but I think David has enough.
He certainly does, and he might have even... It might even be top 2 for Asia, because I think we saw Chibi get almost overtaken, if not overtaken. No, it's going to be a 1, 3, 5, 9, 10, 12 for Asia.
1, 3, 5. I believe that might still be winning by a small amount. 1, 3, 5, 9.
That's another tied race.
Tied race.
Tied, yeah. Tied.
3 tied races in a row.
Tied race, ladies and gentlemen. Tied race.
It just proves my point of how close this is going to be. I mean, of how close Latin America and Asia are in terms of skill level, and the fact that both teams are performing considerably quite well.
Oh, let's see. There's something in the help desk. Ah. Okay, that's a thing. It's good being staff of the World Cup while being a caster, because it means that we actually get all the information literally fed to us through the chats instead of having to search high and low for all of the info. Because we get to see what teams are looking like they're not getting 6, or what teams are dropping, or what teams need subs. And Mike does like to toot his horn there, but maybe that's a literal. Maybe someone that studies English can turn that into a metaphor that he's quite literally very confident with himself and he's tooting his own horn literal. But
these are 2 very interesting vote picks.
Yeah.
I think Asia Ribbon Road is a surprise pick.
Ribbon Road and Excite Bike Arena. I mean, they are interesting. Both DLC tracks as well.
But
Excite Bike's more commonly picked now, but it's still more of a reset track as well.
Question for KP, because you have just said it now. Is your stream
Hello.
frozen?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. Please fix.
I don't know how to. I keep dying.
Well, we're going to be seeing Mike get hit by quite a few things. He did take the shortcut, but shortcut's given him 12th so far. Not the best. Might be able to cut a few bits off here, but electing to hold. Maybe someone has a shot.
David is gone.
It's going to be training it here, in fact, and let's see. Will Mike be able to do anything special with these shrooms other than maybe the obvious cut? No, he's going to be using them all.
Probably
Star,
banking on another shroom. Yeah,
Star does that.
That works.
That works. He can do it. We are seeing Seek in front of Mike as well. So Asia do have 6-7, but
they definitely have first as well.
Yeah, this could be a good race for Asia, but
depends on those 2, 3, 4 spots.
Could we have 4 tied races in a row? Is the main question.
Well, casters want to see it, but
we want to see a close game. But they probably want. They probably having a nightmare right now. But
did Seek hang on?
No, Seek did hang on with his bike. That isn't going to be a tied race. That is not a tied race.
That's definitely a win for Asia.
Top 2, 4, 6, 9, and 12.
6, 9, and 12. That's 48 points for Asia.
Okay, 48 to 34.
4. So Asia's down only by 26 now. Getting even closer. I actually expected kind of a blowout, but
It's not really been that much of a blowout, and
Yeah.
We are most
Asia's
certainly
really hanging in there.
That after 7 races, it's quite close.
Yeah. They didn't have David for the first match against Germany, and that was really key, since I believe David has the highest points right about now.
And that is that DK jungle pick that I believe Chibi and David will be looking to take
It's going to be DK
of.
jungle, yeah.
I expect to see Chibi and David up here, hopefully getting some top spots and being able to hold them.
Well, David's in first right now. I believe that's Chibi in third. So
they do hold 1 and 3, which I imagine they should be able to hold.
yeah, okay, Joseph got bumped. Yeah, DK Jungle's not really good for second place. Tomi in second, maybe?
I believe so.
No, he's...
Oh no, never mind. He's died now. None of that.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't... Unless blue or triple reds happen, I don't see David losing his first here.
No. Mike is in 8th. He is battling to keep that position currently. He does get the nice spin drift. Or spin boost, rather. He does pull the set of triple shrooms in 8th. He is using them. If he can use these...
Careful here. Yeah, that's why that's not a good shroom spot.
Don't worry, my
still in 4th.
So I don't even know what's happening. Yeah, he isn't. Oh, there we go. My screen's okay now. He has gone back down to the low spot now. I don't know if
fell into the off-road and it cost him up to like 6th, and then I think he got bumped straight back into it. So
he is now in 11th, 10th, 11th.
I'm willing to bet that's Chibi keeping up with David.
I imagine it would be. Yeah, I haven't seen him the entire race, so I assume you're right.
And yeah, from what we see, it does look as if that top 2 is quite broken from the rest of the pack. So
yeah, they both love this track, so that would be why.
Not very good though if Chibi's in first and the rest of his team, or the rest of the team is in 8, 9, 10, 11. Because currently they are 9, 10, 11.
Yeah.
Maybe we're seeing a comeback from Asia.
I'd hope so, given how they've managed to hold on is quite a miracle. But
yeah,
I do want to see
still back here in 10th.
I do want to see us to go into the final GP looking like there's a big chance, but there's a shock.
David is out of first. Hopefully for Asia, that's Tomeep up there, since I haven't seen him either.
I think Chibi did get first, but I believe Asia might have got 2, 3, 4 even.
No, we see Asia.
Well, I think that David definitely got like 3rd or 2nd, I believe.
Oh yeah, that's Chibi first. 2,
so that's
3,
2, 4, 5, 6, 9, 11. Could that be tied? I don't think that's tied.
9, 8, 7 plus 4 plus 2. Nope, that's a win for Asia by 2.
Okay, so that's going to be a 42 to 40 race.
Yeah, this is pretty tight. Oh boy, if Asia can make the comeback, I might raise my monotone voice.
And we are going to be going into the final GP. Very close. The gap between the two teams is now only 24 points. 316 to 340. Not sure if they've got another change from the lineups, because we have seen a lineup change in between GPs for the last time, but
I hope not.
Looks
it's very close. I mean, the LBP with 12 points there. I mean, that's not even that bad, to be perfectly honest.
Just thinking what Asia can go now. Asia should go Schulz, actually. That hasn't been picked.
And depending on their positions, you've got things like Cheeseland and Dry Desert that haven't been chosen if you want a comeback track as well. depending on their positions.
Not sure why there's a delay in starting.
I can't see an answer to that.
Maybe they are waiting on someone.
Oh yeah, one of the Asian play. Oh no, they're all in there.
Maybe I don't know. Maybe someone's BRB or something. I don't know.
Let's hope that it does start very soon, though, because
CSL. Oh, not CSL,
not CSL.
But then MKU.
That's not for another hour and a half, nearly, or hour and 15 minutes. But it's just a case of having a bit of a break in between casts and stuff.
Yeah.
Because 2 casts straight is
quite
fun.
tiring.
It's fun, but you do need a drink for your throat if you have been talking for 2 hours straight.
Yes, I agree.
So we see Water Park. That's works, but
I'm not sure why they've picked Water Park there.
It is a good mid-spots track. It's also good for bikers, considering Seek is a biker.
Yeah.
So, well, Asia got their pick. Let's see what they can do.
Asia is still extremely close to Latin America here. If Asia can pull out like a top 3, they're right back in this.
Oh, Mike's stream did go for about half a second, but it is straight back up, and I'm not sure if that meant that screen sharing's died or not, but
no, it's fine for me.
I think mine's okay, yeah.
Good.
Mine's fine.
So we are going to be seeing Water Park. Everyone is going to be getting spins from each other.
Yeah, that is going to be the case on this very long bend.
The long bend of which Mike has managed to pull a red from. Let's see, can he...
Trailing it, but too many of his teammates around.
Did he back spam it there?
Yes, he did. Got a horn.
Got a super horn.
Well, I wonder where the best place to use this would be. I suppose if he gets redded or something, I believe that would be the best course of action for him.
LT in top spots right now.
And he's going to use it there, trying to get some of the Asian players over the jump so that they get kind of targeted, but not going to work out for him, and he will be pulling triple shrooms in 5th place.
That's a very good item to pull there, actually.
Could use...
Yeah.
Oh, okay, he's getting back
but
bombed.
not if that happens.
Could use one, yeah, to use all 3. Gets another shroom.
Kind of rage shroomed up there.
Probably would have been better if he'd held 2 of the shrooms, though, because...
I think he was just annoyed getting bombed, so I think
he spent 3 shrooms for the sake of getting 1 shroom in return. That's not a trade-off I'd have wanted, but...
I believe Asia is in 1st, but LT is pretty much everything behind him.
Yeah.
What Asia need right now is maybe a shock dodge, or...
Asia do need to get up there.
I mean, if Asia managed to get a few of these middle spots like it seems they might be able to, then the first isn't going to be too bad, but...
We'll have to see what the actual results are.
Yeah.
That's going to be a 1-6. 8, 9, 11, 12.
So that is going to be a winning race for Latin America, I believe.
It won't be by 2. Yeah. It won't be by massive amounts, but yeah, it should be.
Uh, 34 points for Asia.
34 to 48. Yeah.
Yeah. That cancels out the Ribbon Road race, so yeah, and that's unfortunate.
And it looks to us as if Asia now down 38. Still not an impossible.
No, like I said, all it takes is one good race. Like Germany got the top 5 on Cheap Beach. All it takes is like not even a top 5, just like a top 3 or something, and they easily come back into within 10.
And it is a Shoals pick.
Polite request for a certain person in the chat. Can we not make NS Wheel jokes? I know it was funny yesterday, but It's a different David. This isn't Wheel 3322 or whatever his name was.
No.
This is not NS David, so please don't do the paedophile jokes, thank you. Just polite request for the sake of keeping the chat like child-friendly chat, please, if we can.
Oh dear.
But Dolphin Shoals is going to be the pick. If
Dolphin Shoals is
whoever gets the most coins before the eel, like I think we said last time, is likely to be able to kind of run away. Looks like Life might be one of the candidates for that.
Who is in first? I can't.
That's going to be
no,
Life.
That's a top. Yeah, that's top 4 by Latin America. Oh boy. If Latin America gets a good race here, it might be curtains. So, Asia, you got to step it up now.
It's time to step it.
And when we found like Germany got that top 5, it was kind of over before it began. You need to make sure they don't get that top 3, top 4, top 5, because if they do, it's not going to be easy to catch back up.
Yeah, see, this is why I was wondering. This is what Asia should have picked instead of Water Park, in my opinion.
It's not worked out very well for Asia now, though, but
yeah,
unfortunately, that's because the spots had changed, so it's benefited Latin America instead. Latin America with what looks to be a top 3 currently. And that was a very furious back spam of his fireballs. He does connect, so you can't blame his furious spamming, but
it does connect with authority.
Joseph certainly is managing to pass, and whoa, okay. Looks like Mike's going to be taking this route to avoid Joseph's back spam, I'd presume, because I think Joseph did have very furious back spamming items. Triple reds could be very good for him. Yeah, he does manage to connect to Joseph, and that's goodbye to Joseph. This could be curtains for Asia if it does stay. That is not going to do too much, I don't believe, unless the person who has build up can change for a golden triple shrooms. Good pull. Goodbye.
Goodbye. That's top 3.
That was a poor shock by Asia.
Oh, that was bad.
That is what we call a good pull. Goodbye.
They could have even got better than top 3. What did they even manage to get?
Top 3, but Asia got. It might not be curtains yet.
Top 3, 7, 8, 12.
I mean, it's not great, but it is what Asia kind of needed, not Latin America.
That's 51 points for Latin America.
51 to 31. Okay, yeah.
That is really what Asia needed, rather. That is really what they needed here. And not the other way around.
2 races left. If Asia can pull a miraculous race right here, then there's hope.
But they need to pick the right track, and as I said, if they're bottom spots, I'd go DDD.
Dry. Yeah, dry.
They need to go those tracks, because if they have any chance of catching up, they're not in high spots.
Why are they going Cheeseland?
Because that's a good comeback track.
Good. Well, why are they not picking dry?
Well, they can pick either, I suppose. It depends on what you're more comfortable with, because Dry Desert has that big long shortcut at the end, but I suppose Cheeseland has an equally as long shortcut as well.
I would have presumed they'd have wanted dry though instead, given that it's probably a track that would favour their players more, because it's less runnable.
Yeah,
I suppose.
Cheeseland is runnable.
It's runnable, but not. It's not very runnable, but it's more runnable than dry.
Yeah, I suppose. Well, we're going Animal Crossing anyway, so and we are in winter. It is snowing.
Animal Crossing in the winter is going to be This could be the deciding track for Asia. Animal Crossing
again,
winter.
This was a Latin America pick. So at the end of the day, I think if Latin America can just run this, and this track is quite runnable, there isn't many shortcuts other than the one at the end, then Latin America should be able to take this if they have a winning race here.
And Mike is getting into first, so that's very good for Latin America. The spots that they currently have do look very promising for the race, and Banana could be good for protecting if Mike does get under fire by a red shell, but probably not likely if Latin America are going to be in second place, but we are going to be seeing Mike try his hardest to hold on to his first place. Does well to avoid the banana back spam there. Does not do so well on that one.
That was a well-placed banana. Hopefully it wasn't
Latin America top 4 though. Oh no!
Tommy. Oh. Okay.
That was weird. Tommy did very well to kind of break the top 4 because it did look like a top 4, but then suddenly it wasn't.
It wasn't anymore.
It wasn't anymore. Tommy did a very good job to break it, and then I'm not sure what happened with the bomb, but certainly happened, and can't really argue with the game. Anyway, Joseph could be readied out of his spot there. He's going to lag one. Doesn't lag there, not so lucky. Might be risky if that's a Latin America in 5th, but okay, he's going to back spam it anyway. Shrooms could be good here just to hold his position, and that's probably a top 3 for Latin America, so not very good for Asia.
If that was a top 3 for Latin America, then Asia's not coming back, I don't think.
Asia's got some curtains to be dealing with. Asia has most certainly got some curtains.
Top 3, 5, bottom 2.
Asia's gone to some place.
They've got to go buy some curtains.
They've got to go buy some curtains. They've gone to a curtain retailer.
Retailer.
I don't know.
So that's a 48 to 34 race.
48 to 34. Yep. Okay.
Isn't as bad as I expected, but that is still Latin America winning now by about 15.
14.
Oh, is that it? Is that all they're winning by? Overall?
Yeah. Oh, not overall. Oh, okay. I just meant the race. But that's definitely unwinnable by Asia now.
Yeah. Unfortunately, that is, I think, game over.
It's game over, but they could still be getting the wild card because they haven't actually lost matches too badly in comparison to Australia.
Yeah.
I mean, if Latin America get their backsides handed to them by Germany and Japan, and Asia manage to deal well with Australia, there is a chance that Asia still could be in 3rd place. But we are going up to the final race. We already know that Asia can't win.
Latin America need to kind of... hopefully, off this win, they should do well against Germany and Japan, we would imagine. Or at least we'd have to hope so.
We'd hope for their team's sake, but we have seen it before where a team's had like a really convincing first win and then they've just broken down.
I mean, from Mike's perspective here, we haven't seen him get team raped much.
There's a bit of a kill.
Well, there is a little bit of kill, yes, but it's not been big, like game-changing, race-changing, like, things. Hyrule Circuit, anyway. Or Hyrule Castle, whatever it's called. Tell how much I know about Mario Kart 8.
Hyrule!
Anyway.
It's Circuit.
Circuit, thought so.
Right the first time. Hyrule!
Yeah.
Let's see what Mike can do with his shroom. Might
probably gonna chain it. Or use it at the long shortcut.
Oh no, he used it there. That's good. Good usage, I guess. Does give him an 8th place opportunity.
Yeah. The next box isn't far off, so...
No, it's right in front of him now, but...
Yeah.
He will be able to connect with a box. Gets
pulling?
triple shrooms.
That's not too bad in that position, to be fair.
Triple shroom's not
Probably
too bad.
gonna...
He does hit a wall! That is a wall! Mike, please!
Wall for your boy, Mike.
That is what you call a wall. But, let's see. Can Mike perhaps get a good item here? Triple shrooms in 9th. Oh, he gets back bombed, so it's not going to be the greatest of items.
He should have been able to get a better item than that, I think, considering.
I think Mike could have done better if he didn't just spam his items when he gets hit. Because we've seen it a few times. We saw it on Water Park. We saw it there when he hit the wall. He literally just spammed sets of triple shrooms that he could have used to take cuts, and in the long run it might not cost him too many points, but you know, if Latin America want to get the best...
He's rage using items, I think that's the problem.
It's the fact that it's just costing him a few points, and it might not impact the war too much here, because Latin America are winning, but if this was
they
against a
haven't
team
won,
like Germany or Japan, I wouldn't want Latin America Mike to be spamming his items all over the place when he hits a wall.
Well, like I said, that's a good thing about having a World Cup match already under their belt regarding Asia, is that they've kind of learned from their mistakes from yesterday. So hopefully Mike, the mistakes he's made today, which we've made out.
We've had a go at him for.
We have had a go at him a bit for spamming his items and rage iteming and whatever else he's been doing. So hopefully he is able to rectify those mistakes for the Japan match and the Germany match next week.
Hopefully he
That
will.
is a 43-39 race win for Latin America.
Okay, so that is going to be a win for Latin America overall. That's going to be a...
Is that a plus 100?
What was it, 43
like
to
it.
37? No.
No, 43-39.
43 to 39, so even not. Even more no. There we go. No, that doesn't add up.
Wait, what's happened here?
I've not added up. 43, 39 is going to be that. So no.
No. Okay, so
454 to
wasn't as
530.
close, but Asia did put up a very good fight considering. I think they should be very happy with themselves.
Yeah.
No.
I mean,
There's the group table. I was trying to
there we
show.
go.
I was trying to show the group table. It's going to put Latin America in a
guess-
decent spot in third place.
I guess you can open up that Photoshop.
I can open
If
that
you would like to.
Photoshop.
I think Asia might still be in the same position as they are now because Australia did lose their 2 matches by a considerable amount. So Asia and Australia are both minus a very heftier sum. So we will have to see how it goes while Tom updates the table. As I said regarding Mike, he did make a few mistakes there in that war, but I think they were more towards the end when he kind of knew they'd won. Maybe that was his reason for doing that, but hopefully he doesn't do that in the wars against Japan and Germany, which I believe are the top 2 teams in this division. So hopefully he can kind of get his act together and hopefully rectify all the mistakes that he made today.
Seems that Smash will be getting penalized.
Oh,
what
Confirmed
for?
by the... Was there a tag error? I did not notice. Did I see an AS Smash?
I didn't see any Smash, no.
Now, I haven't updated the... Oh, dear. Okay, so we're not going to be able to give you the updated Group A table because somehow my template didn't save. So currently we've got last year's where Ecuador played, but...
Oh, dear.
we can't provide you with an updated table, but let's just presume that it puts Latin America... It's the exact same spots, it's just the point difference change. Latin America in third place with plus not 100. Asia with minus about 250 in fourth place with a 002. Like we say though, Asia has played one of their harder matches already. Latin America hasn't quite got to face Germany or Japan yet. Asia has faced Germany, I think it was, and didn't do too badly. So
Well, they lost by like over 100, but yeah, they didn't do too badly considering
not
it
bad
is
in comparison to Australia when Germany and Japan are top 2 or 2 of the best few teams in the world.
Yes, I suppose that is right.
But in about 55 minutes, we will be bringing you the footage of Benelux versus France, which you can catch. I'm not sure who's going to be casting alongside me. It might be you.
Might be me. Might be
It's
me.
most certainly not me. 'cause-
KP, it might be you.
It might be me. Ooh.
Oh boy, I need a quick crash course on
I
MKWC.
mean, I'm a celebrity now. Yeah, this is happening. Well, we can find out who it is then, I suppose, in whenever we're doing it. I'm just sure there's.
Is
a few
Ace
other
not here?
Ace is, but he hasn't been around. I don't know. He said he'll cast LTA in Nordic later, so I'm assuming he's doing that one.
Yeah.
So
We're not too sure on what's happening with a certain game on this. Let's.
the Mario Kart 8 doesn't have a stream host currently, so
No,
we're gonna
well,
have to find one.
Well, the current stream host is going to be playing in the match, so that's a problem.
Yeah, we're not too sure what's happening with Germany-Italy. That will be happening later if it does.
If it does, yeah.
In Mario Kart Wii.
Because Italy's been confirming they might not get 6.
Italy might be dropping from the match. So...
Yeah, they might not get 6, because they did only have 8 people to start with, I believe. So
that was the threat that we've already discussed, though. It
didn't go too well for them.
But we will have footage of Nordic versus Latin America at 9 PM BST. That's 4 Eastern.
Yeah, Keon's already threatened me to use his POV this time because we didn't use it yesterday.
It's certainly a match that we'll not want to be missing.
No.
Latin America versus Nordic is going to be at 4 PM Eastern. But until then, I'm not too sure if we will have the cast of the Mario Kart 8 match that I believe is Italy, Eastern Europe. Not sure if that's going to be happening, but that'll be in 20 minutes if it does. If not, then the Mario Kart Wii match will probably be on MK Boards 1. If there is a Mario Kart 8 stream on here by then...
there should be one. NATO should be streaming.
Okay,
yeah, well... so we should have Italy and Eastern Europe, was it?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, so we should have that, hopefully.
But we should be seeing Benelux, France on MKB2 probably then, so...
Yeah, which will be exciting!
That's in just under an hour, so everyone stay tuned for that interesting match.
Stay tuned!
Well, it's just kind of good that we're able to tell people what matches are happening.
It is. We're actually prepared this time. We actually know what we're talking about.
Well,
but yeah, Benelux France should be interesting because France won their match against Italy yesterday, and Benelux lost to the United Kingdom and Ireland.
Yeah, and I got outbagged.
You did get outbagged by Apollo, but your team still won, Tom. So that's okay. That doesn't matter.
I'm pretty sure I won't be getting picked.
Seeing Apollo against who's France's bagger, Cosmos. That'll be a massacre. That'll be a massacre. Okay.
It might not be. It might be good to see because Apollo did play really well.
Benelux is actually practicing right now against... Who are they practicing against? Nordic. They're practicing against right now.
That's quite a good team to be practicing against, number 3 in the world.
Benelux is practicing against Nordic, and Nordic for some reason have got Fox bagging for them in that war, even though it is a friendly, even though it is kind of strange. But that's happening anyway, so Benelux is doing their practice matches now. I'm hoping France are doing the same, and that match should be coming to you in about an hour, was it?
It's going to be 50 minutes at this point.
So about 50 minutes, that should be coming to you as well.
And we should be keeping people up to date on the Discord if you do forget. So don't worry, we will remind people. We will tag everyone and send a link to whatever stream we do have to use. Probably MK Boards too, like we said, because the Italy-Eastern Europe match will be taking place earlier. But yeah, I think that's it from us for now. I'm not sure if anyone has any more comments to say or...
No, I think I said everything I needed to about that match. I was just going to say, Mike made his mistakes, but maybe that was because they knew they'd won. Hopefully he doesn't make the same mistakes again in the Germany and Japan matches. Asia, I think, has put up a very good fight in both matches so far. And hopefully, I think they deserve at least one win in this World Cup, how good they've been playing. So hopefully, that should be good.
Latin America versus Germany is happening tomorrow, so that I feel will determine how well Latin America will do in this World Cup.
Yeah.
And Asia, I think they have a chance. It's looking a bit grim, but they've been performing better than I thought. I mean, I thought it would be like negative 300 plus minus about now, but they've showed that they can compete. So I'm looking forward to their match against Australia.
Should be exciting.
That's all I have to say.
I think...
Go on, you can go.
No, you can go.
No, you can go. I'm not saying that.
Because I was going to end the stream, so you can go.
Okay. I was just going to say, so we've got France and Benelux in 50 minutes. I'm excited for that one. I don't know who's casting with Tom. It'll probably be either me or some other person I don't even know.
It might be you and Vale with me.
It could be me and Phil. We have no idea yet, but we will tell you before we do start the stream. And that's it, really. Yeah, and then Eastern Europe and Italy, which should be a very fun match, actually. Pray for Dugo. Okay,
Pray for Dugo. But yeah, thank you for watching, and I've been Stunky. We've got KP and Saiyan with me, so thank you for watching this. We'll be with you with a few other matches today. Not sure if I'll be helping with the Mario Kart 8 for the rest of the day, depending, because quite a lot of the matches are happening the same time as Mario Kart Wii matches, but we'll have to see what can happen, and hopefully we get as many streams as we can for each match. So that's it from me and the rest of the team, and we'll see you in a few more minutes time.